That's fine. We have read our introductions already before. Remember to do the the recording. Yeah, so like I said, today we are having the Fund 12 discussion. However, our main speaker is not in yet, so we'll have an open discussion till he joins.
Boaz is in, no, Boaz is in.
Boaz is in.
Yeah.
Monsoué, ça va?
Oui, ça va trop bien,
Oh,
malgré la connexion.
bien. So, as Boaz is here, we'll go straight. We'll give him the platform to start share with us. Boaz, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. What can you see, please?
Good. 12, it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. So, Boaz, can you tell us who you are before you start the presentation?
Great. Boaz Balume from Goma DRC. I'm the team leader of the Goma Wada Hub, and I'm managing the Goma Stake Pool. And I'm the French community manager for the Catalyst Africa Town Hall, graduated in environment and sustainable development. Yeah, that's all what I am.
Awesome. Okay, Boaz, we would like to hear about you today with what you have for us on the Fund 12. Then after that, we have an open discussion. We have read the our introduction already, and then the Kilimanjaro Mountains across Africa. We had wanted you to do the French translation for us, but things may break, so we'll continue from where we stopped. So Boaz, over to you. Let me know if I should change the slide.
No, that's great. I'll be when I say next, so you next. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Great, thank you. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to the Catalyst Africa Town Hall. I'm excited to share with you all the details about Fund 12. As you know, Project Catalyst is a groundbreaking initiative that empowers the Cardano community to drive innovation through a decentralized funding mechanism. So Fund 12 promises to be even bigger and better. So let's dive right in. Now, if you are new in Catalyst, you will need to know that Project Catalyst is a unique experiment in decentralized governance. It flips the traditional funding model on its head, putting the power directly in the hands of the Cardano community. Anyone with an idea can submit a proposal, and the community decides which ones get funded through a transparent voting process. This approach fosters a culture of innovation and collaboration, ensuring that the Cardano ecosystem continues to grow and thrive. So, what's new in the Fund 12 that was launched since 26th of April? In Fund 12 proposals, submissions are organized into streamlined categories and a track-based approach. Next, please. So here we are going to talk about Fund 12 timelines and resources. Next. Great. As you can see here, applicants will submit proposals into one of three categories. We have the Cardano user cases, Cardano Open, and the last one is the Cardano partners. So let us give details about this. categories. The Cardano category budget is 1,000 divided equally into 3 funding tracks. Proposal submissions should answer one of the following. We have the Cardano user cases, the concept. Here you can request funds up to 100,000. They are asking what DApp ideas or product concept need design and prototyping to demonstrate their purpose and release novel applications or use cases of the Cardano blockchain. Submissions must be for new product ideas. Yeah, from ideation here. The second subcategory is the Cardano user cases MVP. Here you can request funds up to 300,000 ADA. So here, what is wanted? How can we support early blockchain startup projects to each Cardano testnet or MVP readiness? Submissions must include a functioning prototype that can be demonstrated in the proposal. Submissions must apply a proof of concept available for reviewers and voters. The last one in this category is the product. Here you can request funds up to 500,000 ADA. This is the top. So here they would like to know what products and integrations can be accelerated to offer more high impact user cases at the scale to drive more adoption in the Cardano ecosystem. Submissions must have working products in the market with high growth potential. Submissions for R&D must have the proposed product already in the market, which can be used by reviewers and voters today. So here, yeah, they don't want an idea, but what is already on the market can be a DApp or I don't know, something that people are ready to use. So the second category is the Cardano Open. The total category budget is 16 million ADA, divided into 2 funding tracks. We have the technical proposal that should be submitted to the Cardano Open developers track, and the non-technical proposals that should be submitted to the Cardano Open ecosystem track. The first subcategory is for developers. That is called Cardano Open Developers. You can request funds up to 200,000 ADA. What open source tooling is needed to enable the Cardano developer ecosystem to thrive? The focus here should be on supporting open source development efforts. And the last subcategory in the Cardano Open, we have the Cardano Open ecosystem. Here you have to request funds up to 100,000 ADA. So what creative ideas and grassroots activities will expand Project Catalyst's global footprints, educate and onboard more Cardano and Cardano dApps users? The focus here is on supporting non-engineering proposals for bottom-up governance activities, hackathons, marketing, Cardano regional growth, and education or community building endeavors. So the last one category that is called Cardano partners and real world integrations. The total category budget is 8 million, accepting grant funding proposals to ignite partnerships and adoption for Cardano with leaders of industry. So here you can request funds from 500,000 to 2 million ADA. So Cardano adoption will explode once more real world and commercial enterprise partnerships are born. For blue chip collaborations, venture acceleration, and prime time marketing for Cardano mainstream adoption. A catalyst subcommittee comprised of intersect and founding entities will review and shortlist the highest potential proposals for the community votes. Submission deadline is extended until June 6th, 2024 to allow for partnership forming and getting organized. It seems this category will go evening when the deadline normal for other categories will end. Next slide, please. Next slide. Daniel, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We have the general
Great,
categories and the
so
timeline.
let us. Great. Nice. Okay, let us. Sorry.
I'm sure to reflect at your hand very soon.
Yeah. So let us talk about the key dates. Please note, given the dynamic nature of Project Catalyst, the following dates may change as the fund progresses. If this is the case, we will notify the community via our announcement channels on Discord or Telegram. So, as you know, the Fund 12 was launched since April 26, 2024 at 14 half UTC. So it was in Barcelona, as you know. What again has to be known? The proposal submissions were open since 19th of April 2024, and this will end the deadline for proposal submission, and then 3 days to finalize proposal based upon community feedback in May 13, 2024. A moment, I don't know if you can hear me, please.
Yes, we can hear you. You are clear.
Great, thank you. So
you are very clear and loud.
Sorry?
You are clear and loud.
Okay, my connection seems to be broken here. I thought you couldn't hear me. So here we are talking about the general timeline categories, because we'll be breaking down all the activities. The community reviewer, they have been representing their interest to review since the 2nd May 2024, and this will end here soon in 19th of May. So the voting period will begin at 27th of June and will end at 11th of July. So the results will be published. The voting results will be published the week of July 15th. Project onboarding will begin in July, August. Why they say July, August? Because as I told you at the beginning, these dates may be subject to change. accordingly to the progress of the activities. Next slide, please.
Can you see the next slide? It's about the
Great.
partnership category.
Accordingly to the, sure. According to the, sure. This is a particular category. It has to take much time or to be, I don't know to say, parallel to the other categories. This also was launched as other categories. It's 26th of April 2024. Submission open as well. It's 29th, and the submission deadline will be at 6th of June, 11 a.m. UTC. So the short list will be published at 24th of June. And this is approximately, that can change. In July, on 27 to July 11th, this will be the voting period. So the voting results will be published the week of July 15th. And the projects onboarding, the same date as well as the other categories, July, August. Next slide, please. Next.
So we're currently on the community reviewer registration. It will reflect
great.
that to hand very soon.
Yeah, thank you. I can say that. So we are in the community review registration. This is not to ask you to create a new account on IdeaScale, but to present your interest to review proposals that are being submitting nowadays. The deadline to register is here soon in nine days, May 19th. How to participate in community reviews. So review Fund 12 guideline will be published here, the link I think, and then there are some information that are not already finalized. They are trying to work on how many proposals we have to review in level 0, level 1, and how many reviews will be moderated. So the note which is here, the final thresholds for participation and watching will be updated in the next days via docs.projectscatalyst.io. Next slide, please. Next, please. Great, thank you. Here, we are breaking down the timeline, particularly for the community reviewers. I have already talked about all this, but that I have to remind, we are registering the interest reviewers since 2 of May, and the review registration will end on 19th of May. So the review will begin in May 23rd to June 6th. This will be for level 0 and level 1. So the moderation period is set on 13th of June to 20th of June, 11 UTC time. And the data release will be published. That's a big file, usually in Excel. And nowadays they're trying to improve The UX will be published in June 24th. The community review rewards will be granted in August. Next, please. Yeah, this is the breakdown of the timeline for voters. New voter registration started on 1st of May, and the snapshot will be done on 18th of June. So if you would like to vote, it's time to check your registration, because after the snapshot, that will not be really possible. The voting period is set in June 27th to July 11th. And the voting results, that will be in the week of July 15th. And in August, there will be the voting rewards. Next, please. Great. And this is the end. I thank you for your attention. And I don't know if we have left something that should be informative, someone else can share, or if there are some questions, they are welcome. Thank you.
I'm sure some people will have some questions to ask you. Boaz, thank you very much for the presentation. It's very in-depth, and you give us a very wide overview for us to know where we should put our proposals, especially the new category that have been added for the partners. So please, if any of you have any question or addition, you want to add something to what Boaz have presented so far, you can please unmute yourself and then share with us. Or
good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I just joined. It's quite unfortunate. I haven't been paying much attention in the group. I got a little bit busy, but I decided to join today since I saw the deadline being 13th of May. In his presentation, and that is a very good presentation, by the way, he made mention of a working prototype. And I intend to start working on my proposal starting from today. So the working proposal, whatever I come with, it's a novel idea, actually. It means I have to actually make sure it's accompanied by a working prototype. Was that what he was trying to say?
Yeah, there are about 6 categories. And one of the categories, you need to have a prototype. I think it's the Cardano use cases.
Okay.
You need to have a prototype, but there are other categories too that you don't need a prototype, like the Cardano Open. So depending on the category that you want to put your proposal, where are you looking? Which category are you considering?
I'm considering a proposal where I have a write-up of my ideation.
You have a what?
I'm looking at where I have a write-up of my ideation.
Okay, so Dan, sorry. So what's your ideation? What's it about? You
So
see
I
the
mean, okay. I mean to the transportation industry, right? And we are trying to digitize everything, where we have a e-commerce platform which is currently being used. But then we intend to infuse in blockchain and explore other avenues we can actually capitalize on.
That will respond to him.
Yes, that's interesting. I'll answer you, but I saw Boaz's hand. Boaz, do you want to talk?
Not really, but I think his proposal should be better in the Cardano user cases, in what is called concept. That you can have an idea, but you can show something like a prototyping. Maybe you can design. You are the idea is not already done, but you are in the conception of the idea that you have to have some design that reviewers and voters will be seeing to see how or what will be really your project to come.
Can I
don't know.
can I make some explanation?
Yes, Onana.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a good idea, but for the Cardano use cases, there are three categories: concept, MVP, and the last stage is product. Okay. So for the first stage, which is concept, it means you want to validate your concept. So now you have a concept of infusing blockchain into transport and e-commerce. So that is a concept. You need to kind of do a validation, either build a prototype or take it to market for people to say, oh, we have used it. Then after that, you go to the next stage, which is the MVP, and then the final stage, which is product. Since it's a concept, it's not in use, the first category will be the best, which is Cardano use case concept. Okay, so that's the best category for you. I don't know if you understand or if you are clear.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just looking at the timelines. We have a fine tech team, but considering we having 3 days, I'm looking at the prototyping based on
You don't need to build any prototype. You don't need to build anything. Just explain the concept, what you seek to achieve. And then if you get funded, you will now build the prototype. You don't need to build it before. If you are going for the second category, which is MVP, then you need to have a prototype in place. So since you don't already have a prototype, apply for the first stage, build the prototype if you are funded, then you now go to MVP, which is the second stage. So you don't need to build anything to apply at this stage.
But I think for the Cardano use cases, your project must be open source, right?
No, it's not compulsory.
It's not compulsory for your Cardano use cases proposals to be.
No, it's not. It's the developer ecosystem that it has to be open source. For use case,
Developer ecosystem. Okay.
yeah, it's not compulsory for you to be open source.
Okay, I think Abbas has his hand up. Let's hear from him as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Afia. So I have a question. I don't know how relevant or how this question makes sense, but I'm very curious for like if people want to, put Africa on the map and then, sell Africa via Cardano to, for people to know what's going on. My question is, how do you measure the track record? I think last time I was with you guys, it was 2 years ago, Fund 9 or something like that, and everybody wanted to get funded. So what happened to those projects a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Is there a place where we can today have the track record and see the value of those past projects for someone that want to, showcase, Africa and Cardano? I don't know if my question makes sense. Thank you.
Yes, it makes sense. So there's a platform that you can track projects progress. One of them is an Excel sheet I'm about to share right now in the group. Another platform is the Lido Nation platform. And then the Project Catalyst platform also. You can also get to know all the projects that have been funded and what they have been able to achieve so far. And to answer your first question, like somebody want to put Africa on the map and let's say advocating Cardano, the right proposal will be the Cardano open ecosystem. So if you are thinking of writing a proposal to advocate Cardano, educate, make Cardano known to Africa and the rest of the world projects, the right category will be the Cardano open ecosystem. And also for want to know about the previous proposals, what they have done so far, let me share this document with you. So over here, you can see all the funded proposals from fund, I think 1 or 2 till up to date. And then let me check if I can share light donation and then Project Catalyst as well.
All right.
Hold on, please.
May I just rephrase maybe a little bit? Maybe I was not very
Okay.
clear. Thank you. Thank you for this link. I just clicked it. My question is, out of all these from Fund 1 till Fund 12, did anything, because we say Cardano will change the world. We will use the Cardano blockchain to develop project that will change the world, like the AI money thing that you just talked about, that I clicked, right? It looks great. My question is, did anything work so far? Do we have any success story that we can showcase? Okay, it started from here, it got funded then, and today this is changing the world. This is actually working.
Okay.
Do we have any examples like that?
I get your
Thank you.
question. Yes. We have had success stories, especially the project that passed through this channel, Catalyst African Town Hall. The project that were able to discuss their project with us from their ideation and so on. We have a project, I think, Indubis. Is it Indubis wallet? Indubis wallet is a wallet connected to Telegram, whereby you can send and receive ADA. We also have ADA Hess. ADA Hess, we have the ambassador here, Boaz. They also got funded through the Project Catalyst, and they are making money transfer very easy and convenient for Africans, whereby if you have ADA, you can use your ADA to send money to any part of Africa. And the recipient to receive it in the fiat currency whilst you pay in ADA. So there have been a lot of use cases. We also have one man from Congo, Mr. Nzula, who also developed Internet in the Bus, and he's also doing so well, whereby the remote areas in Africa that they don't have internet, he has built a very nice prototype that you just have to connect your device to that Internet in the Bus, and then you get access to the internet. If you visit our YouTube channel, we have a lot of these stories that we have lined them up over there. We usually bring them on board, and then they tell us about what they have done so far. We also have what's the name of this? Educate Ed also. Direct Ed. They're also doing so well in, I think, one of these, either Kenya or Ethiopia. They're also doing so well.
Ethiopia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
in
of them. They're also educating students, teaching them about technology, and then like empowering them and giving them back to the community. And then we have Remostat. Remostat, who I think got funded through Project Catalyst, is also an entrepreneurship and job board. They created a nice platform whereby Africans, youth, they train you, give you the technical skills, then give you for an internship. So there have been a lot of use cases, and we still believe that there's more room for improvement, and there's more projects that we are expecting on board. And I think you also have brilliant ideas, Mr. Abbas. Bring it on board and let's implement or collaborate.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so
Mm.
much for that. If you could be so kind to share those with me in the chat or anywhere, as well as your YouTube channel, I will.
Okay. Let me
Thank
share
you.
my YouTube. When I share the YouTube channel with you, you'll be able to see all the other blockchain developers that we have brought on board. So I'm sharing. Where is our? Okay, please hold on. It's a very good question that you're asking. It's about time we start tracking.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
nothing what you call it, call confidence and success, but past success and track record is always a way to show, look, we did it, it worked, this is that. So it will definitely, yeah.
Awesome.
Danny, there's a whole lot of questions in the chat for you from the
How?
president of Cardano Student Club Nigeria.
Okay, Musa.
Yeah.
Musa. Okay.
I don't
Hello,
know whether I can
everyone
answer
here.
all
My
those
name-
questions now.
This should be for Ubio, I guess.
So
This will be, it should be for Ubio
so
because she's
I'm-
focused on, yes.
So the first question is, how can Cardano be effectively adopted in Nigeria's educational system? That's very brilliant something. I remember 2002, Madam Ifya. Do you remember my project?
Yeah,
Theater for a
yeah.
Change. Yeah, Theater for a
Yeah.
Change. So the purpose of that project is to educate the various educational institutions to actually adapt or build on the Cardano blockchain and actually issue certificates on the blockchain, like what is going on in Ethiopia right now, whereby the Ethiopia educational system, when you finish university, they give you something like a token or an identity built on the blockchain. So forever and ever, you can just make reference to your token ID, identity ID, or share your certificate digitally with anyone that you want via the internet, via the blockchain. So there are so many ways that we can incorporate educational system into our educational system, incorporate blockchain into our educational system. But it all starts from education. We need to educate ourselves first, get to know the concept, get to know about blockchain, and even educate the teachers. So this is one of the reasons why we want to start the Catalyst African Town Hall. We brought up a proposal to educate at least 10 Africans from each funding round. We seek for funding, then educate 10 Africans to learn the Cardano blockchain architecture. And I think last 2 weeks, we had the Chief Executive Officer of Imego Academy, who was here with us to discuss the roadmap of the Cardano solution architect, if you want to become the solution architect. And it's one of the best courses. So we have to first educate ourselves over here, then bring a solution. What do we think? What are the issues that we think blockchain can solve in our educational system? Because if you look at Africa, there's a lot of I would not say corruption, but we have heard a lot of issues whereby even students go back to their universities to seek for their certificate and will be like, oh, we had a flood or we had a natural disaster and we can't find our certificate or your certificate again. So there are a lot of issues that we can solve using the blockchain, but we can solve it if we actually understand or we have actually trained ourselves in this category. So please, if you see this proposal, Cardano Solution Architect from the Catalyst African Town Hall, kindly vote for us. Mr. Musa, your questions are plenty. Do you know what we can do? We can actually we'll take note of your questions, okay, and then share with you resources where you can read more about all these things, like what initiative can the Cardano Student Club in Nigeria undertake to promote blockchain education. I would like to attend one of your meetings, or any of us here would like to attend one of your meetings, and then as mentors or as a blockchain educators to tell you more about this kind of, there are a lot of plenty initiatives that you can do on the Cardano blockchain education. So let us know how we can come in on board and help you and your students. This can be a virtual meetup, yeah. And if possible, Ubio, your patron is also in Nigeria, which you can also. So please get in touch with us. Our email address is catalystafricantownhall@gmail.com. I really like the way you have framed your questions. If anyone have anything for Mr. Musa, you can also bring it on board. Honorable owner, you have something to add to? Okay. Other than that, we have to move.
I think the way you've answered it is the best, because those questions are quite a lot. So
Yes.
it will take the rest of our meeting. If he can find the time, one or two of us can come to their meeting, and then we'll answer those questions in detail.
Okay, thank you very much. So Musa, that's it. So we'll move on to our next agenda for today. We all know what's going on, the Catalyst Working Group. Boaz, are you there? What is the Catalyst Working Group all about, and what is going on in Goma? Nsue.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Boaz. Please, can you see my screen?
Yeah, good. I'm excited to announce our upcoming Catalyst Working Group workshop happening this Sunday, May 12th, 2024, right here in Goma, DRC. So what are Catalyst Working Groups? Catalyst Working Groups are collaborative workshops held worldwide within the Cardano community. These workshops focus on specific areas of the ecosystems. It's like the operations, the Catalyst operation parameters, others regarding the budget, the finance, yeah, such a thing. So what the focus of our workshop here this Sunday will be diving into the Catalyst operating parameters. Together, we'll evaluate the current parameters and propose adjustments to ensure they are aligned with the Cardano's strategic goals, ultimately achieved through Project Catalyst. And looking forward to seeing many people from Goma and around to this workshop and work in the decentralized governance to shape the future of the Cardano. Thank you.
Boaz, is your workshop in-house?
Yeah, sure, in person.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is Siedu still here in the house with us? I think they also had their own recently. Oh, Siedu have gone.
Yes, they did. In Tamale, if this guy is around, he can give you a feedback. What's his name? Richmond went there. Richmond was there.
Kuku Richmond, is your internet stable? Can you give us a rundown of what happened? Okay. So once Richmond gather himself. So this year to this funding round, we'll be having an idea first. But this time around, we want to do it during the voting time. It's more interesting when the idea first is going on during the voting time, because it will be very fresh in people's mind. Your ideas and what you share with us will be very fresh in the voters' mind, and then they'll use that one, they'll take that as an opportunity to vote for you. So we are looking somewhere between 21st June. We'll have one in 21st June, hopefully, and then 5th July. So we have two ideas first. That is if nothing changes, then we are going to maintain this. So we'll be sharing the application form with you. Fill it for us if you want to submit your proposal. And this platform have witnessed a lot of great proposals, and it's not bragging, but at least 90% of the proposals who passes through here got funded. We made Richmond and Boaz did that analysis for us, and a lot of them got funding. So please take advantage of this. During that period, we get over more people, more community. We see there were other regional town halls, the Asia Town Hall, Minia Town Hall. They are all here to share their proposals and listen to you. So please be on standby and get to know when we are doing this. We can't stop discussing our website. We are so proud of ourselves that we are able to design a website that is African-centered. So please visit our website, catalystafrica.org, get to know more of what we are doing. And then if you have any suggestion that you want to add to it, you are welcome to do that. And although officially we have come to the end of today's town hall, it has been very fruitful. The discussions have been very great. I'm very happy that we had this discussion because in about 3 days' time, the submission date for proposals will be over, and this meeting have enlightened us so that we know where we should put our proposals. Putting your proposal at the right category is also part of the success. So thank you to our presenter Boaz and our contributors and everyone that asked questions or contributed in one way or the other. Madam Efia, thank you
we are
as well.
all here. And again, we are all here to collaborate. So if you have an issue, you can just follow any of us. When you go to the platform, you see us, you can directly or DM privately to ask questions, or if you want people to collaborate with, to work with. We are all here and you are welcome. I'm sure people in the meeting now are willing to collaborate with other people. So don't shy away. You can always follow on anybody. And also go onto the platform. If you've not signed on, go into the platform, read people's proposals, comment on it. If it's a proposal that resonates with you, you can discuss with them, you can collaborate with them. You might be surprised that through that you may be riding on a high level. I know of one of the guys I onboarded under Fanten. Was it Fanten? Yeah, Fanten of an 11. He just commented on a proposal, and a team from Argentina also added him to their group. So please go on board the ideal scale right now that proposals are put in. Read them. If you want to be a reviewer, start reading them, comment on them, and you don't know what collaboration can come out of that. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Efia. This is very educative. So please, let's be interactive. And if today is your first time joining us, kindly join our social media handles, especially our Twitter and Telegram, so that you get to know our up-to-date affairs. Officially,